Hey guys, it's Sean the Togo Brothers. So I would like to do a small video on working with autism, meaning having autism and working. Um, there are some struggles that people with autism have. They don't really do well with changes in schedule. They don't really do well with people who say one thing and mean another. They don't do well with um, things to touch that are really sensory overloading. And we'll talk more about sensory overload and what sensory overload is in another video. But I'm just going to give you some brief days and a general idea overview of what having autism is and how it is working with autism, because I have autism. You guys have kind of already seen and known that. I mentioned that in a couple of my videos, but this is really a account for you guys to really understand that. So I woke up today. I normally wake up by around an hour and a half before I gotta leave. I get myself dressed and I walk out the door, get my car, I drive. It takes me about 40 minutes to get to my work. Yeah, I know it's a 40-minute drive. It's crazy, but it is what it is. So with that being said, I got in my car and I drove into work. And my entire time I was there, I was playing music, I was listening to my tunes, I was focused on my driving, I was looking at some things to see, some smells, kind of my senses, my senses, okay? And things were going okay, and I got close to work, and my normal routine is to go to my work assigned area, is to go upstairs, is to go listen to a meeting. We do it every day. It's a daily briefing. We explain what's to be done, some things to look out for. We have conversation. Okay. And then I got upstairs and someone told me, go downstairs. You need to see somebody. You're not working, doing this assignment. You've got moved. So right there, you would think I would have had a meltdown. Now, the 12, 11-year-old Sean would have had a meltdown. Like, no, I'm here. I got here early. You're not moving me. I'm going to stay here. This is what you paid me to do. Okay. Hold on, guys. 1 sec. Because holding this is rather a challenge. Not that I can't do it, but it's just ridiculous to do. Okay. All right. So I went ahead and I told them I'm not going to be moved. Like, this would have been me in the past. Like, no, you're not moving me. It's not my assigned area. So I said, okay, fine. So I grabbed my clipboard. It has a bunch of sheets for me to read and to reference, as well as some checklists for me to complete while I'm doing my work. And I went downstairs. I waited. It wasn't there. So having autism, you would think, now they're playing games with me because they told me to do one thing. It wasn't right. I went back up. That wasn't the right answer. They're telling me to go here, telling me to go there. Okay, picture this. Okay, you guys are on a phone call and you're calling about a product. And so you call the phone number. They tell you, hold on, this is not the number to call. I'm going to transfer you to the person to call. So then you call. They ask you what's going on. Right now, you're already annoyed because you got to explain what's going on to another person, okay? And they say what's wrong. You explain it. Say, wait, that's not who we deal with. I got to transfer you maybe to another person. I'll say, okay, maybe somebody's going to help me this time. So you wait. They pick up. Or maybe they don't pick up. So it goes right back to the same person. You explain it again. Like, hold on, I know what you're talking about. We need to find someone who can fix this because I can't do it. And keep in mind, it's a very simple task, right? Either you need to reformat something, you need to get something, you need to move something, readjust something, or push a button on something. Very simple. So you end up doing that. It's like, okay, we got to move you. That is the same thing that happens for people with autism. We often think we're being played with. We often think that we're, moved around, and it's like a game to us, because they can just do what they want to us. They can tease us. Like, think of hazing, right? And tagging or something like that, like bullying, right? Professional. It's called professional bullying, right? Hazing, okay? And they would just move us here, not say anything, move us here, not say anything, move us here, not say anything. It would get old real quickly. And it would frustrate us, and it would get a reaction out of us. And to them, that's what they want. They want to get a reaction, because they're tired of the same mundane thing, mundane routine. They want something new, something fun, something entertaining. They use us, okay? So I waited and waited, and somebody walked into the office, and I said, hey, I was sent down here to... Actually, I didn't even say that. I just said, hey, do you happen to know where so-and-so is? Just like that, the same tone of voice, calm, non-deafening, all that. Just, hey, do you happen to know where so-and-so is? And I said, I think they're in the restroom. Last time I saw them. I said, okay, cool. So to me, mentally and comprehensively, that meant stay cool, cool your heels, right? It'll be like maybe 5 or 6 minutes before they come out. Just give them a couple time, and you'll be able to get your assignment. So I said, okay, cool. I'll just wait here. So he ended up coming down, and I spoke to him, and he said, okay, you're going to be doing a new assignment, right? Typical, different from what I was used to, right? Typically, I'm used to doing the departure side, but today I did the arrival side, right? And so as I did that, I was kind of shocked. I'm like, okay, so I gotta go. Well, at my new assignment area, my first assignment hadn't started for like 30 or 40 minutes. Now, normally people would just sit around and wait and go do it. Well, I'm like, okay, so I have 30 minutes, but I know that in the past, I had an issue that wasn't resolved because I didn't know who to speak to. Well, I emailed said person, and they said, this is who you need to speak to in the email. Okay, it was written right in there. I said, it's Monday through Friday today. Like it was a weekday for me. Today's Thursday, okay? I can go speak to him to get this all resolved. And I can go back, get my supplies ready for my arrival, and get my my stuff to be offloaded, right? So I took my my transportation, and I went over to my office area, and I politely said, okay, this is my issue, I need to speak to somebody. And the very first person that I spoke to said, no, you need to go back and talk to that lady. I said, I had to pause, I had to collect my thoughts from screaming and getting absurd and, out of whack. And I said, okay, with all due respect, I just want to tell you exactly why I'm here. I had a dependability point, and in the system, it shows that I was marked absent when, if you look at the clock in and clock outs, it actually and physically shows I clocked in before I was scheduled and right on the dot when I was scheduled to leave. So I had my punch. But the system is showing I was not there. We call it a no call, no show, right? NCNS, no call, no show. So I was freaking out because they took away my attendance points when I was physically there, right? That I can use later on if I need them, right? So I went and I applied, or I basically said, I need you guys to tell me and explain to me what's going on. Like, can we get this removed? What's going on? I said, now at the time, she was in a conference call, and she stepped away to assist me. And I guess that they were still on hold. And the folks that were on there heard me explain my story. And they said, hold on, who is this? She explained my story to them. And I said, okay, that's my story. I explained to him that it was a system error, a system glitch. He's all fine, he's all worried, don't worry about it. I was like, okay, fine. So I got that taken care of. So I got back on my vehicle, and I went back to start my first assignment. And I got through, this area and this area and this area. Now, there were a couple of arrivals where I normally park so I can get ready to arrive the aircraft and offload what we need to. But there were certain times where I couldn't because it was all congested and it would have interfered with other people trying to do their work. And people with autism sometimes don't understand that other things need higher priority. But that's something that I absolutely excel in, is I try to visualize and scan to see, okay, what takes priority over me, so I can let them prioritize their work, and then I can scoot in, because I only had like 3 or 4 pieces at most. Grab those, put them in there, and go, so it gives them more space to work. Because they're usually offering like 40 or 50 bags. I'm like, okay, I'll just go and get in, get out, right? But make sure that they have priority if need be. So, and I park my vehicle way out of the way so I can put my stuff in there, right? So then I got to where I did all that, and then I was like, collectively, I feel okay, you know? I enjoyed the change, right? So typically in autism, if that were to have happened, I would have had a meltdown. But today, it was different. Now, tomorrow, I'm expecting, right, to go home. Tonight, I'm expecting to go home, go to sleep, wake up, and go to my same area. Because I have the same scheduled work, right? And, you know, if they need to move me, they'll notify me. So I'm expected to go do the same work tomorrow from this time to this time. And if they do it again, like, I mentally am at the point in life, in my age, where I'm expecting it to occur. So if it doesn't, it's going to help me, because I don't have to worry about me having a meltdown. I'm already bracing and mentally preparing for the worst. So if it doesn't happen, I win. When in reality, I win anyways, because it's supposed to happen, right? It's kind of like a flip-flop in your brain, right? And it's something you kind of have to trick your brain into doing. But yeah, anyway, guys, I am going to be here for a little bit longer. I'm waiting for my next assignment, so I will check in later. But this is another day in life with working with autism. All right, take care, guys, and I will do another video explaining my particular autistic traits and autistic strengths and weaknesses and stuff of that sort, and my diagnosis. So we'll kind of break that down, kind of elementary style, right? Grade school style. I appreciate you guys watching me. I'm Sean, the Togo Brother. As always, I'm out.